taste that victory. They make it through here. It's going to be Spark on the defense versus Shock on attack. As we go to the King.
We're going to see more of the same compositions as Spark make their exit from that defensive spawn. But it's about how they set up that really sets them apart from other teams. They're going to play a lot around Mondada. Maybe some sneaky plays coming in here as Alphayi gets set up right underneath the statue. Is that going to be enough of a scare tactic? Maybe.
Don't
to
think
deal
so.
with
I want to see what
Shock.
Striker's been doing. Let's have a look. Come on, Striker. You rarely see it.
Looking.
Oh, okay. Nope. And not even going to give him a chance. Yeah, hedge up. Alrighty. See how Superich kind of handles this situation too? You've seen him manhandle a couple of Lucio players in the past. Wow, look at that. Spark taking a boatload of damage already. That shot was kind of large from a proper. And his hotel control with the shy on and off angle. And the San Francisco Shock know it. No power slide, no bubble. So, okay, they're more than happy to back up here. But a good start for the Spark. With a kill onto Finn, easy reset. Can he get any saggers? Coluge spending a little bit too long in the front line, it seems. Same with Violet, who was trying to taxi him out. Okay, 3-0 charge for the bank. There's the pesky Lucio I was talking about.
Striker's gonna get staggered here too. Coluge gets pretty low, but is able to disengage and wait for the rest of the team. But at this point for the Shock, it's really about trying to match the pace of the ultimates that are coming online for the Hangzhou SPARK. Teru looking at the first Kitsune rush of this map. Oh, but Shy's gotta watch himself.
Teru, as much as he does damage, he's very clutch when it comes to the heals. Shy on a nasty angle, but that power slide, such a strong ability to get you out of the way. Kitsune rush for Teru, instant Suzu. That's the name of the game. You got a Suzu ASAP, but it didn't save Superich from a headshot from Proper. And now Alphayi pushing into the hotel, but Shock actually respond to that with a beat, forcing Spark all the way back, and now Proper's hurt. He's hurting and he's hunting. He does get topped up to full, and Shy goes down. San Francisco Shock stamping their mark on point A.
Oh, what a beautiful sound barrier and Kitsune rush coming out from the Shock. Especially after they were able to sustain in the hotel long enough for both of those ultimates to come online.
Oh, Shy.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, of course Shock are not going to let that go unpunished. So big stagger for them as they start to keep pushing the aggression forward as Proper lines up to get this overclock online and out of the gates. He's got that 100 charge. He's going to be looking for a juicy target with that one.
Ooh.
Especially not to lose the charge right now too by not getting any of that chip damage.
Teru's gambling with the Grim Reaper there for a second. You do not want to pick Proper. You hold that charge for 8 seconds, that railgun. Quite a long period of time. And then you only do like a spit of damage to maintain it.
Look at all the free push though that Shock are going to be able to get. They're about to round this final corner before they use any of the ultimates that they have in the bank.
Yeah, really nice, really nice. I mean, for Spark haven't really got anything to answer this. Guxue doesn't have Primal Rage either. It's a prime position for Coluge to open this one up. It's from the top rope. Oh, Striker bowing swiftly out. Shy with 100 energy, plus obviously using that overclock. Striker thought better of it.
It's a really nice push there from Striker too to just try to pressure out Shy so that he wasn't going to have free fire onto the team, but now it's Coluge's time to pounce.
Yeah, look. Straight for the high ground for Shy using that power slide, but Coluge is hot on his tail. A nice beat, but can they punish anybody? Yes, they can, is the answer. Although Striker with a Death Blossom, where he at? He's on the payload. Shy and Superich unaware. 3 kills for Striker with a Death Blossom. And now the Spark trying to hold on. Teru with a very risky Kitsune rush. I mean, Alphayi and Guxue are on there. So they are going to be able to make sure Shock disengage. That ability haste is, yeah, it's tough to deal with.
It's super tough to deal with. And at that point too, you know, Shock were down a few members, but it still felt really risky. If that hadn't paid off, that would have been a really big waste of an ultimate. But it's fine. Spark are back to defend. But Shock are going in with
good disengage there. Oh, Superich gets caught on the pipe. No, Alphayi shut down by Proper, and now Shy is in his sights. Proper with a 3K! That overclock sending the entirety of Spark back to spawn.
Crowd going absolutely wild for the play that Proper just made. And he's not done yet. But where did Violet go?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Okay, well, we don't know the answer to that one, but what we do know is that Shock are gonna at least get a little bit of push here as Violet picks his way back from spawn. Disruptor Shock coming out here from Shy, trying to push the Shock forward so that they cut into the sight lines of Shy. But Guxue too needs to go in with this Primal Rage now because Shock's getting close to the end.
Oh, Guxue, he's isolated himself from the rest of his team. The San Francisco Shock take his leap as a go sign. Back to the spawn for Shy, but he actually takes out Proper. Somehow the Spark, even without Guxue, managed to come out on top. The keen eye of Teru throwing those kunais straight to the dome of the front line of the Shock. They're going to hold on to the payload with 2.5 minutes to go. Still a decent amount of time for the Shock to attack.
Definitely, but you do have to watch out for Teru because I feel like this is where he really gets to thrive. This third point of King's Row has so many different hiding places that Teru can go on some nice flanks and then swift step back to the team to go help them when they need it. Teru is going to have another Kitsune rush online, outpacing Finn just a little bit, but this is a big ultimate for them to have for the defense.
Woo! Okay, Shy. All right. Strike off the map. Quick reset. Oh, Violet gets back. All good. All good. Almost felt like she didn't even need the Kitsune rush, but it came through at the same time as that railgun from Shy there. You take that though. You take that. Another reset. Another about 30 to 40 seconds off the clock. Setting up positioning is quite important. Although saying that, Shy's going aggro with the rest of the Spark. He's unleashing the overclock Proper, ducking back into spawn. Shock currently completely split. Shy on the exit. You see his face there. Didn't know what hit him. I'll tell you right now, his brain's getting scrambled. Teru with a lucky swift step through the wall, returns to the rest of his team. There's the Shock now, move past the final bend.
They've got 5 ultimates here too. This should be enough to sink the payload in over the line and get all 3 points.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, noticing Croppers all the way up in the front line. They have to do something about it. Striker with mad damage too from that Death Blossom. They isolate Shy. Alphayi next on the menu. The San Francisco Shock. And they're going to push that payload in. There's the team kill you wanted to see. 1 minute and 8 seconds for the Shock.
An absolute overwhelm of power coming in for that final team fight for their attacking round of King's Row. But now we got to switch sides and see what the Shock can do to be able to take this map.
Initiating match.
So a lot of Spark fans in the audience, a lot of Shock fans too. Properly diffing your team. Well, right now, he's getting the better of Shy. Especially when Shy goes for those really aggressive angles. We've seen him do it throughout the entirety of the playoffs. He's often either off on an off angle or like super far ahead of his team, relying on that power slide to get back to safety. Proper a couple of times just catching him out.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Shy has the most deaths out of any player in the server right now, 7. And the next highest would be Superich with 5.
Oh.
But still, an average of like 2 or 3.
All right.
Says what happened to Violet.
Here's the blooper you wanted to see. Oh,
and
he's gone. Goodbye, Violet.
Man.
You still got to have fun with it.
Yeah.
It's all good. You're still capped. You can ignore that.
It was like a proper fell off the edge and he started laughing at himself.
Exactly.
You gotta have fun, or else why are we playing Overwatch?
3, 2,
Anyway,
1.
Spark. Come out of the attacking gates. Alphayi already taking a little bit of damage, but what in the world is this flank here from Finn?
He's being cheeky. He's being cheeky with it. It's pretty. You have to be careful though. If you get hit with a kunai and a couple of extra shots from Shy or anybody else, that will signal your point A presence.
Striker was right there though too, for Finn to be able to swift step too. So that was okay. Shouldn't have gotten too punished for that. But Hangzhou SPARK gonna make this forward position.
Oh! Jeez, how does Shy keep finding these angles? Finn goes down, and the Shock are escorting themselves off of the points. The help of Violet. They should be able to get another recontest here. at least stall it out. Of course, Coluge still being alive and them having a Lucio, you'd at least think so. Here they come. Round 2, jumping in. 2 ticks acquired for the Spark. Now Shy still hunting. Oh, Violet, how'd you find yourself there? Striker, reconfigured brain now after that railgun shot passed through it. And that'll be point A unlocked for the Spark.
Contrary to maybe the popular belief, Mondada won't be able to save you from everything. But Spark do get the payload unlocked, and on the attacking side, Teru's Kitsune rushes are going to be really impactful. You can push the pressure a lot, and as that Kitsune rush launches forward, it really does set the defending team back unless they have any sort of sustainability resources like the Sound Barrier or the Primal Rage in their kit.
You see if San Francisco Shock give Spark the same level of push. It doesn't look like they want to. They're going through the bar area. Yeah, so remember Spark ended up giving San Francisco Shock almost the entirety of the second point. Kitsune Rush will be go time for Finn. He's been spamming Zed, just letting his team know it soon. 99% ticks over, and there's the Kitsune Rushes. Isolating the bubbles, and Guxue takes down Proper. That beat not received by Proper or Coluge as they're just focused down. And once again, Shy just free firing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the power of the Kitsune Rush can do, but the Sound Barrier just didn't come online and hit the right targets that it needed to, so Spark gets to keep moving this payload forward. But now it's, you know, pretty even odds here as both teams use both supportive ultimates. So 2 DPS ults, 1 tank ult on the board for each team. Striker, though, maybe just having the Death Blossom come up a little bit later will be good for the Shock to hold on to the second point.
Guxue is actually going for a big flank here. That's going to be a bubble to separate the team as the Primal Rage is used. Proper has found himself with no man's land, still hits the shot though, because of course he does. But Alphayi has already taken Shock to task. A double kill with a Death Blossom. And now presence on the payload, it's only Striker, he's lonesome. He's got a Wraith form, but he ain't living long, I can tell you that. Oh, he gets out, okay. Spoke a little bit too soon, but Spark still get the point.
So much resource going into removing Proper from the field. I mean, Guxue used the entirety of the Primal Rage to knock Proper away and almost all the way back to a different neighborhood. But Spark did have to throw everything that they had at that team fight in order to capture that second objective. And Shock still have resources to use here. So both Proper and Striker, watch where Striker goes. He really wants to get in there to use this Death Blossom.
Overclock. Teru, swift stepping backwards. Uh-oh, Superich! Oh, Proper. Another nice overclock kill. And Guxue not getting that leap the way he wanted it. All right, they've halted them for now, but still a monumental time bank for the Spark. I mean, 4 minutes on this last push. Shock struggled very much so. You can tell that time bank, of course. Oh, Striker, that was cheeky. Not sure it's going to get too much, though. A well-timed Suzu there from Teru, and an amp speed from Superich will escort them to safety.
But that still buys some valuable time off of the clock here for the Shock to keep this defense up.
They're going in again.
Coluge just getting so aggressive here, knowing that Finn has that Kitsune Rush available to lay down to keep this, maybe punish the Spark when they move in.
They want to try and force Teru or Superich to use ult super early on, so then they can kite all the way back and then use their Kitsune Rush to then go in again. Very much a bait and switch if you play up to their spawn. Speaking of Kitsune Rushes, both of them are coming out. Suzu to save Alphayi as Shy receives the beat just in time before he's eliminated. And now Coluge in a sticky situation, but always backed up by Finn. Another Suzu to save his life. Big reset, just trading blows, glancing ones at that. No kills just yet, but that might just change as Shy uses the overclock but gets shut down by Proper once again. Oh, Alphayi! How does he keep finding value on that Death Blossom? Shock!
Oh,
overextension! Alphayi with a 4K on the Reaper. That's a team kill. Complete reset for the Shock as Spark rounding that final corner.
Oh, that looks so good for the Shock there. But at least they are going to be coming back with that Primal Rage. Proper as well. Definitely getting some big shots onto the Spark. But they've got to keep their defense strong here. 2.5 minutes still for the Shock to contest.
All the eyes of the Spark right now are looking at Proper. He's got the railgun. He's being kept alive somehow. Finn with godlike heals, making sure he can keep Proper alive so Coluge can do dirty work in the back. All right, the Spark forced to reset once again. There's 2 minutes to go. Very winnable, very holdable right now for the San Francisco Shock. They have Death Blossom, well, they will soon. And Proper, if he keeps hitting shots like that, that time is evaporating.
Yeah, I mean, Spark, the 4-minute plus time bank that they had coming into this third point is expiring pretty quickly, as Spark might not even be able to finish with as much time as the Shock. Minute 30 left, Proper ready with the overclock.
Oh! Shock with a resilient defense thus far, but Shy cracks that one open like an egg. Now the Shock with a double support ult. They use the Kitsune Rush, but hold on to that beat. Pushes Spark all the way back. Here's the Kitsune Rush, and Striker in trouble. But no, he dips back, but a little bit too far. He gets the beat, but the perfect focus fire from the Shock ends his life. They're going to finish with less time in the bank, but time is important. Teleport Death Blossom for Alphayi. Chase them into the spawn room. The Spark, they have beat. And San Francisco Shock struggling to get to the point, but they make it, but no! Shy manages to snipe Coluge on the entry, and they gain their minute.
Yep. Just shy of touching the payload. And also just shy things. That was an incredible defense by the Shock, though. You know, 4.5 minutes looked pretty insurmountable there, and pretty likely that the Spark were going to capture all 3 points, but very even time banks now for both of these teams to assail these 3rd and 4th rounds.
Ready for battle.
See if Spark can now deconstruct the defense of the Shock. Very similar time banks, but Spark had a magnificent run through first and second. That time bank was unreal. Oh, this will be the Death Blossom. Look at the Shock here.
Oh.
They're all so low. Trying to, again, almost like an overcommittal for their health.
That was an ace, by the way.
Not even a 4K, yeah. A complete team wipe for Alphayi. It was good to hear from him, obviously, from that earlier game with Danny on the stage. Quite a happy chappy, that's for sure, and you would be. You're coming in as the 12th seed, currently facing Shock, 2-time champs. One of the favorites, especially during the regular season, had a ridiculous undefeated streak.
Coming out of the gate, Hangzhou SPARK want to swing. They don't have much time to be able to get as much done as they can. It's going to be Shy pushing the aggression of the Shock to corral them into the hotel.
Look at that. Absolute one-man army from Shy right now. He was the one that was pressuring Shock there, no one else. Violet, don't test the kid! Again, Shy just takes his head clean off. And with no Lucio, the Shock are going to have a tough time actually leaving this fight, to be fair. The Spark can just pile on the pressure now. Another 100 energy. Shock gotta know.
This is going to just have to be a point capture here for the Spark, and I know the Spark are running out of time, and overtime's going to start to get into effect, but that's why the Shock are here to defend close to where this payload is going to round this first corner. As we enter into the archways, we're going to see the Disruptor
Teru?
here from Shy.
Teru? All right, Finn, instant Suzu and a swift step as Teru gets back to the rest of his team too. I don't think you're expecting that in a playoff game, and Kiriko behind you. There's Guxue diving in, forcing both bubbles, but Teru eventually pays for his sins as Proper finds 2 with the railgun, and he's leading the charge. Shy takes him out, but the Shock still have numbers. The spawns might be available for the Spark, but it's only Superich on the points, and they take him down in the end. And that is where the push will end for the Spark. Now it is up to the Shock. Goal posts in mind. With 1 minute and 15 seconds, just getting it under that archway after you cap.
Initiating match.
think Shock can hear those cheers. The smiles on their faces. Maybe that third round didn't quite go the way that they wanted it to. Obviously looking at a full hull, but there was some really nice work coming in there from Superich. I don't know if you noticed that first point got really opened up there by Spark when Superich went in and poofed Coluge out of the way for the Winston bubble. But it was Proper that was able to shut things down. Disruptor shot down, the damage to follow it up. And once you remove that healing from Teru as well as that frontline presence from Guxue, the rest of the attack crumbled for the Spark.
All right, doors open in 5. Shot capping point A is the goal, and then pushing that payload just 70 meters. Or 30 meters, sorry.
This should be 2 good attempts here for the Shock to get this attack. They might not even need it. Oh, Teru sees the Suzu.
That's
pretty
nice.
selfishly.
Pretty selfishly. Hold on. We've got about 10 seconds left on that cooldown now, and counting. Almost, to be fair, he almost one-clipped someone from Spark. A lot of headshots. Nice precise aim from Teru. Burning down the time bank right now is the goal for the Spark. If they can extend this fight all for the better of them. Oh, Shy bumped into the taxi cab there. I mean, they'll do that to you. If you live in London, you know. Look at this time bank they burned down. That 15 seconds advantage. Nowhere to be found now, and Shy just easily power slides away from the rest of the team. And a nice little wall climb there from Teru to save Shy. Coluge super low. And this is going to be last fight now, Rose. 20 seconds to go.
It's been a lot of jogging for position here, but Shock need to find an opening, and that's gonna do it!
That's the opening that they need. Alphayi down, and the Spark's last hope here on King's Row is going to rely on Shy getting a pick.
1 tick for the Shock, 2 upcoming.
You can take this, you can take your time if you're Spark right now. You know the Shock have to move that payload. Superich in a bit of a precarious position, but so is Shy. Closing in on the overclock right now is Proper. As the Spark made their re-entry onto that point. Those Guxue rushes laid down, and Coluge is dead. Whittling health bars now of the San Francisco Shock. And the beat on top for both teams. They might be able to buy enough time to be fair for Coluge to come back, but that respawn timer is immense.
Yeah, the overtime is going to be expiring as Guxue throws hands.
Guxue throwing hands towards the Shock, bopping them away. The Winston God strikes again. Coluge the only one left alive in that primal, but it's not going to happen. The Spark are going to claim map number 2, tying that series up.
King's Row was Spark's map pick, and it looks like it worked out in their favor. But now Shock get a chance to pick, and we're entering into dangerous territory for the Spark. We hit this point already in Spark's match versus the London Spitfire, but escort and push coming up. Spark gonna need some cheers.